Hello everyone, I'm back again. I'm Spanky, and I like to ramble, and I'm showing off my Pokemon cards, because, I've got quite a lot of them. So this is part 2 of a series that is God knows how many series long. I don't know, I haven't done it yet. Also, I need a thesaurus, because I've said the word series now 3 times in the same paragraph. Good for me. Anywho, Nidorino, he knows the horn. Good man. Polywell, looking very gone out and knowing amnesia, which is probably not a coincidence. Porygon. Oh, look at those early 3D graphics. And also the bits of smudge that appear to be on there. Lovely. And Raticate. Nose bite. And question mark. I mean, is your amnesia rubbed off on Raticate? Because he doesn't seem to know how much damage his move's going to do. That's not very good for a Pokemon, is it? Silver Headbutt. Short, simple. Just a headbutt. I mean, he's got the word butt in it. I'm funny. That's how it's pronounced in the anime, so I believe that's how they have to pronounce it every single time. The Pokemon rap. What is it called? The Pokemon rap. That's it. That's what it's called. Pokemon rap told me that was the case. Was it Poké Rap? It's Poké Rap, isn't it? I'm meant to be talking about cards. Why am I hung up on Poké Rap? I don't know, but it can bite you, and you don't want that. Abra! Chilling on a tree in the middle of the night. Ah, don't dig it. I like your vibe, Abra. Bulbasaur. Looks like he's presenting. Let's not go into detail on that. And Caterpie, of course, like Magikarp, is one of the 4 harbingers of destruction that will end all of existence. So, that's something to look forward to, isn't it? Charmander! So, looking at his tail. Looking very confused at the fact his tail is on fire. Maybe it's not meant to be on fire, it's just that all Charmanders are just extremely unlucky and people don't like them very much. Especially Pyromaniacs. Diglett can use Dig and Mud Slap, and can also get a Ring Light on him. Again, can use Mud Slap, but he has to evolve to learn how to slash things. Either way, where are your hands? Dodoro, looking like he's in a Wile E. Coyote cartoon. I mean, I'm all for that. If Pokemon did a crossover of Looney Tunes, then I'm sure Warner Brothers will find a way to ruin it like they did Space Jam 2. But I haven't seen that film. I'm not going to. Drowsy! Compound. Ghastly. Again on the early 3D graphics. Look at that. I mean, it's better than some of the artwork that some of them have got. Some of them's really out there and abstract, and I don't really like them, but that's just me. And you can't really attack anything. Coughing. Foul gas. One can relate. Yeah. I don't think there's any reason to delve more into that. Machop, who can do low kick, which, considering you're carrying a large boulder, which will weigh you down, being able to do a low kick in those circumstances is quite impressive, so well done, Machop. Magnemite, who can self-destruct, just like his brethren. Or, what he evolves into. Magneton, that's the one. He can blow himself up too. Which makes me wonder how many Magnemites actually make it to Magneton before they blow themselves up. They must be very rare. I mean, if Magnetons are just blowing themselves up all the time, how the hell did they get to an evolved state? They must have a life expectancy of like a day. Maybe they're the mayflies of the Pokemon world. Metapod! Oh man. Talk about overpowered. I mean, look, Stiffen. There's a lot of double entendres in Pokemon. And you know what? That's probably why I still like it after all these years. Nidoran. Horn Hazard. What did I just say about double entendres? Flip a coin. If Tails' attack does nothing. Just like my horn. Onyx. Rock Throw. You've thrown cocaine at people. You awful, awful Pokemon. Although you are one of my favourites, so I'll let you off. I mean, Giant Rock Snake. What's not to love, eh? Pidgey. It's just a fucking bird, isn't it? Did they run out of ideas when they came up with Pidgey? Because it's not a Pokemon. It's fucking Pigeon. Let's call it Pigeon. Or Pidgeon. As Manuel from 40 Towers likes to call them. I bet 40 Towers... I bet Manuel uses Pidgey. Pikachu! Looking like a little fat git there. Which makes sense because his first move is gnaw, and I bet he's been gnawing too much sugar. You'll get diabetes, son. Actually, it looks like you've already got it, to be honest. Poliwag! Water gun! It's 10 damage, it's 10 more damage. Yay, got a bit of a theme going on there. What a way to have a good time. Ponyta! All alone in a field. My lovely horse, we set it on fire. We didn't burn no horsey. I don't know where I'm going with that. Ratata! Bite me, motherfucker. 30, you know what? 30 HP, but no retreat cost, and bite for like 1 colourless energy is actually really good. You can just get in, nibble, get out again. Good for him. And true with his sand attack. Oh, I fucking hate sand attack in Gen 1. It's right bastard, isn't it? Knowing your accuracy is a nightmare, especially when you're doing challenge runs and you're only using one Pokemon. Any accuracy loss is bad. Ugh, don't do it. Don't do it, kids. In fact, while I'm on this subject, don't do a Weedles only run ever, because I did one of those live only last week, and Christ, I wanted to die. And it took me months. Don't do it. Squirtle! Using Bubble. God, you know what? I think he's got rabies. He should not be bubbling at the mouth like that. I mean, I know he uses Bubble as a water-type Pokemon, but I think it might just be a coincidence. Good lord. And Scummy! Can use Recover and Freeze. You really want to freeze while you're under the water? I mean, you'd doom the entire ocean, wouldn't you? That's not good. And Staryu. Oh, you're right next to each other. That's strange. Not normally. Slap. Yep. Short to the point. Tangler. Bind. Another BDSM move. I can't help but notice. Although you don't want poison powder after that. Especially if you're bound up. Good lord. We'll be having a rough time. Voltorb. Tackle. I love how angry Voltorb looks like pretty much all the time. I'd like one of those on my team, because I feel like I'll get along with it. Vulpix, Confuse Ray. Yep, that's certainly a move. Although I do think the 2-5 energy for 10 damage is a bit crap. Weedle. We don't talk about Weedles. Not after the Weedle only one I just discussed. Oh, Christ, get it away. Get it away. Oh, now we get to the trainer ones. Alright, I may do this page and then do the remaining ones in part 3. So, Clefairy, well, they don't really have to read the blurb. I mean, it's just there, isn't it? Oh, fine. Play Clefairy as if it were a basic Pokemon. While in play, Clefairy counts as a Pokemon instead of a trainer card. Clefairy has no attacks, can't retreat, and can't be asleep, confused, paralysed, or poisoned. If Clefairy is knocked out, it doesn't count as a knocked Pokemon. At any time during your turn before you attack, you may discard Clefairy. Yay. Or as Weebs now call it, a waifu pillar. I think that's how that works. Trainer, computer search. Discard 2 of the other cards in your hand in order to search your deck for any card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Some people misread that and started to shuffle their... many people kicked out the tournaments for that. De-evolution spray, which is not in the games to my knowledge. Choose one of your own Pokemon in play and the stage of evolution. Discard all evolution cards at that stage or higher attached to that Pokemon. The Pokemon is no longer asleep, confused, paralysed, poisoned, or anything else that might be a result of an attack, just as if you would evolve it. So, I don't really know how often that will come up as a use, because there are other cards which can just get rid of asleep, confused, paralysed, and poisoned. That seems like a really desperate one, and I don't know why you'd ever want to unevolve something. The only other thing I can think of is if like you really have no energy in your hand, and you have to de-evolve just to use an attack. But it's very situational. Anyway, that's going to be it for part 2. I shall be back with part 3, which is mostly going to be trainer cards in base set 1. And then I shall upload more later. Alright, Spanky Rambles signing off. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and follow me on Twitch, because I'll leave a link there. Here-ish. Yeah, that'll do. Go and follow me on there, because I'm on there quite a lot. And I like doing it. And chat's brilliant. I'll see you in a moment. Bye.